Mr. Granderson.
Yes.
Granderson hits one deep right field. It's out of here! Granderson ties the game with a 2-run homer.
You were a Yankee and now a Met.
Yes.
Is that weird? You're hopping the fence. I mean, this is a city that is bifurcated by which team you support. How did that go?
I know, I'm one of the few that have done it, but there have been some people that have done it. Got a chance to meet with them. Doc Gooden, Daryl Strawberry.
I would like you to know that Doc Gooden did the hora, as in Jewish bar mitzvah hora, here on Talk Stoop.
Okay.
What dance are you gonna do? Because he did the hora.
We could bring it back since we got some hip hop here and do the Cabbage Patch. You know, we can definitely do that one.
I mean, yeah.
So everything's with the hands.
Yep.
Then we go like we're stirring it up. Then we start to gyrate the hips. Then we get a little lower, speed it up. We can raise it up, bring it down.
To the corners, to the corners. Whoa, to the corners.
Don't fall.
To the corners.
Now tell me you're not warm now.
I am warm.
See?
I am.
Some of the little tips that you see us out there on the field doing. Some people see me moving out there and go, what are you doing? Part of it's just getting warm, and it could be some of those little dances that you see right there.
How do you mentally warm up? In the locker room before a game, are you listening to Eye of the Tiger? I mean, what?
Well, I'm now the DJ of the team now. So in my corner of the locker room, it's Club Grandy.
Okay.
So you have to have access to get into the club.
What do you do to have to get access?
Lucas Duda, one of my teammates, is the bouncer. So he checks IDs to make sure that everybody can get in, make sure you're on the list.
Okay.
So Matt Harvey wanted to come in one day, teammate of mine. And we asked him, and Lucas knew who he was. And then we brought him in the Club Grandies, and I think it was Throwback Thursday. So,
Throwback Thursdays.
We were playing a lot of the throwback hits. So we had Ice Cube, we had Dr. Dre, we had the Temptations, Motown.
Nobody white.
We did do White Wednesdays. It was actually White West Coast Wednesdays. So we did Nirvana. We brought in Limp Bizkit. So we mix it up at Club Grandies, and it all mixes up.
So we've talked about Black People Throwback Thursdays. We've talked about White People Music Wednesdays.
Yes.
Let's talk about really how race plays out on a mixed race team.
You know, it's been cool to get a chance to play on diverse groups on both New York markets. I've had African-American teammates, I've had Latin American teammates, teammates from the Asian markets. It's very interesting to see the guys trying to pick up Spanish and the Spanish-speaking guys trying to pick up English. And then we also have Japanese translators that are trying to introduce Japanese culture. I've been very fortunate to travel all over the world to see baseball, introduce it to different countries, and try to explain the ins and outs of it.
And is that a recruiting mission? You know, when I read that you were the international ambassador for Major League Baseball, I thought, well, why do we need an ambassador? It's the American pastime, all good.
The big thing is just making it more global than it already is. I've been very fortunate to play with players from Mexico, Canada, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, all over the United States. And it's a game that can encompass everybody, tall, short, male, female, old, young.
Can anyone be taught to be a really good player?
You know what? The tough thing is you have to have that little bit right away. If I throw you something, can you catch it or is it going to hit you?
It's going to hit me. It's going to hit me.
That's my first test, no matter what age group I'm trying to check things out.
Here's a grenade. Let's see what happens. I'm going to throw it right at you.
Throw it right at you. I'm not going to hurt you, but just let's see how your hands move, you know?
Okay. Being a highly visible baseball player comes a lot more than just having to practice and play games, right?
Yes.
You represent the league and you represent the things that are important to you. Kids, charities seem to be your thing.
Yes. The Grandkids Foundation has been able to do some amazing things, focusing on education. My mom and dad are recently retired educators. My sister is also an educator, and I have my college degree, so education has been very important. Baseball has obviously been the tool to get me to be where I am today. So the importance of athletics and being fit and playing baseball and doing all those great things is what encompasses the Grandkids Foundation.
What's more important, to be nice or talented? If King Solomon came down and said, here is a decision, you have to be either talented or nice.
Well, it wasn't King Solomon, but it was my mother who told me this. She said, treat people the way you want to be treated, and things will tend to go the way you want them to go, and that's the way I've always lived my life. So with that answer, I definitely say being nice is the way to go.
Thank you. You have been amazing, and I appreciate you coming.
Thank you very much.
I'm warming up here. To the corners.
We definitely do this right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because the sun has not come out.
It does not love us. No, it don't.
You want to do it too?
Here as cold as